A huge problem now growing for His Majesty the King, King Charles III. But as ever, what is it? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London on an evening shoot tonight. So I hope you're all keeping well wherever you are. Suddenly got cold here in London. No, don't worry. I've got a hat, I've got a scarf, I've got those thermal warmers. You know what it's like. Winter has certainly bitten already, apparently getting the east from the beast or whatever. The beast from the east, get your teeth in, Neil. It's a bit cold, isn't it? Back as ever, though, to your breaking royal story of the day. It's been a busy royal week, as we know. Starting, of course, with the brilliant Earth shot and all the excitement that surrounded that. You've been a huge success. But, of course, lots of things have been overshadowing that success of the return to the United States of the Prince and Princess of Wales. The bigger problem really being not necessarily about Harry and Meghan's Netflix streaming trailer, although that didn't help matters, but it was an event, as we now know, earlier on in the week regarding Lady Susan Hussey. Now, as you know, she attended that wonderful event put together by the Queen Consort Camilla. But what exploded seemingly was an incredible race row. But as this developed over the last couple of days, it would appear that this particular individual, best known really as Madeline, not the name that she's created to make herself seem a little bit more heritage-based, well, everything as ever is not quite what it seems. But now it's turning back to King Charles in a big way. But what can he do now to save not just Lady Susan's reputation, but indeed now his own? As ever, let me explain. As we know, it all started when she attended the event at Buckingham Palace, and this was all to help promote her own company, Space Sister, or Sister Space, depending on which version you believe. Now, according to sources, this particular project also has received money from BLM, Black Lives Matter. But now, as we found out, because of the race battle between Lady Susan and Madeline, it appears that she could have recorded this particular conversation. Now, as ever, we have to say allegedly. But what's strange about this is, who goes to an event like that deciding to record such a speech, such a conversation? Doesn't really make sense. And then very quickly we pointed out to you earlier on in the week that this particular individual claimed that she'd not heard anything back from Buckingham Palace in the way of an apology. Well, he couldn't get hold of her because she was way too busy touring mainstream media, TV and radio stations, many offering a fee. I'll just leave that there. But as I say, the backlash has really come against the fact that given the 83-year-old Lady Susan Hussey was removed quickly without even a sort of, how should we say, sit down and an opportunity to explain the background, this has truly backfired, not just on King Charles, but indeed on the Prince of Wales. Now, as we know, what's going to be proving rather difficult is, and this is what I've been told, and this is breaking news right now coming from London, they are having a, to put it politely, rethink about the situation. Now, of course, what could emerge is this. Lady Susan could simply quite say she was ready to take retirement anyway, and more than happy to remove herself from the royal roster. But what a sad end to a wonderful career within the British monarchy. Nothing, scandal, anything attached to her prior to this. Seemingly, she attends an event in the innocent of terms, asks the question, whereabouts are you from? And this escalated into a ridiculous race row. Now, obviously, as I say, if she decides not to return to the royal fold, that could possibly be something of a blessing. But if she would like to return, and I have been told that the Queen Consort Camilla very much would like her back in harness, particularly for the forthcoming coronation next year on May the 5th, that makes it incredibly embarrassing for both King Charles and, of course, the Prince of Wales, who some say reacted way too quickly. Whichever way you look at it, it's been an incredible week within the British monarchy, and this particular story is far from over. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.